what are those evergreen niches which will bring stability to your shop, which will bring you money? Of course, you know that probably 1 out of 10 niches would eventually generate you some income. So you understand that the many niches do you have, like from 100 niches, you'll get 10 which are somewhat doing good to you. And then you understand that each and every single niche and design are important. And today we're talking about those niches which usually I say that we will not niche down because of this, because of that. But today this is completely opposite. We will niche down this fashion short niche. Why? Because this niche is so big and of course hard to break through. You often write me in the comments, Lucy, this is too hard niche to work with. I see you. This is the problem of ours. And there are 0 people except us who would eventually solve that problem. And we are doing that just right now. So when you see such niches, you see 10,000 results, you see probably not that bad. You see a lot of sponsored shorts. And what's important for the very first your niche research, of course you can use Google keywords to understand what are those interests and particulars most of niches. But eventually you may see that not all of those trends are matching the real niches on Amazon, because Google search and Amazon search are somewhat different and people act a little bit different. So what is important when you see this huge niche is to understand that that is not it. That is no all niches which you could see here or there. And these 10,000 of niche could be eventually 100,000 of results niche. How you will see, because often those small sub niches, they are at least that around 10,000 or even more results. How does this happen? I have no idea. And in fact, the magic of Amazon is that they're pushing to the customer just 7 pages of results. This is insane for me because this is hard to get it, to navigate it, but we are here to concentrate on creating the best designs to our goals. I believe that this is an old keyword, but here we are talking about old stuff, why people are still buying that part-time hooker short, 4,000 of results. This is what we want to see, to do, and to understand that those little tricks, those little jokes, they are the most important ones. Why? Because they're forming those niches. You can do this with every single niche you understand, or if you see some wordings, you see some designs or keywords, and you understand that that is that humor quote, use it. Usually that is a great thing to talk about, especially here, because you have a very wide niche, fashion, that's like completely different for each and every person who is interested in that niche. For relatives, for family who would be buying those t-shirts for their dads, brothers, cousins, granddads, uncles, you really need to understand that that is bigger than you thought. So, you see, the beauty of this niche is, yes, you should use the whole phrase on your design, but in the end, you can create your own design from scratch, which is completely different and which will be really bright amongst all those designs. And of course, make sure that you price properly, because it's really dependent again on the situation with your whole shop and with the sales with your shop. If you still on the low tiers, go less. You know that changing prices may not be able to you in the future for those particular products, but let it be. If you want to have more sales in the short term on the first year, maybe today and the first 2 years, go low with the price. Mine is so big I have to use two hands short. I bet this is completely understandable man joke. This is an everyday joke you can use in your close company. Let it be. Let it be. You can use with this quote, with those words, even one design for each and every phrase. In the end of the day, you just want to understand the niche, how it's working for you. And you will see that this particular design is working for you or sub niche. Just duplicate it for at least, I would say, 5 to 10 designs that are looking very different. That would be your goal on the very low tiers, on the very first steps, because if you're on the high tiers, you can just leave it as it is and search for new niches. And don't think about those micro sub-niches, micro adding your chances to have good sales. I mean, that is the situation. 10,000 of results, our whole niche, our whole first huge, broad, wide niche was 10,000. Again, this is the trickiest part. Like, I have no idea what it is. Like, if you do know about this as part of the road or so it doesn't matter whether you understand what it is or not. Just make sure that the picture you're using is exact. Especially this goes for parts of the cars, machines. Again, here you see this as fishing equipment. You have to be precise because no one would say to you that you've used the wrong part of your design, because people cannot write to you directly. And you see that those things are real. It's somewhat a boring niche because it's hard to make it fun, but in the end of the day, you have to. As it happens in lots of niches, just repeating the words become a trend or niche or sub-niche. Here it is the same. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. So why does this work? I don't know. Maybe there is a joke about this. Maybe some TikTok trend or Reddit trend. I don't know. But what you have to again understand, it is 8,000 of results. So again, this niche completely competes with our first niche, which were funny fishing short. So in the end of the day, see, people are using those funny fishes, people using wordings, people using roads, and a little bit of the retro style. In the end of the day, you have to out-compete those ideas. Bring something fresh and refreshing, because why? You really want to have your piece of this pie, and this is the only way it could and should work. And if you want to talk more about trending t-shirts or even evergreen t-shirts, join me on the next videos.